Here is the breaking news about the fourth stimulus check that you definitely want to know. For those of you that reside in the state of Virginia, well, taxpayers in Virginia will likely get some money back this year. The General Assembly is expected to approve one-time rebates to eligible state income tax filers, but lawmakers are still debating how much. Unlike some tax policy proposals, the campaign promise from the governor has won broad, bipartisan support. The governor also proposed his own version of the plan with a smaller price tag. State officials have said, "We want to have the largest tax rebate in the history of Virginia." Now, other representatives in the state is also carrying the version of the bill supported by the governor. It will pay individuals up to $300 and married couples up to $600. A more modest Senate plan features the amount proposed by the governor at $250 maximum for individuals and $500 for married couples. Now, progressives, everybody, are hoping to turn up the heat on Chuck Schumer in an effort to push climate action across the congressional finish line. Negotiations on the Build Back Better bill and Biden's climate and spending package have been going on since late last year, after Manchin has expressed concerns with President Biden's plan. But progressive groups are now amping up the pressure. They see Manchin's comments in recent weeks as signaling an openness to spending on climate issues and are pushing leadership to bring the issue to the forefront. In his own words, Chuck Schumer promised the Senate will forcefully, insistently, and urgently address climate as the greatest threat to our country. But according to some progressive lawmakers, after more than a year of Democratic control in Washington, he has yet to deliver. Manchin said earlier this month that a scaled-down bill would include spending priorities for Democrats, including climate change. But Schumer recently renewed his push for the social and climate spending agenda, which would need to pass the Senate with a simple majority. The letter signed by Democrats, everybody, included 6 committee chairs. They united both centrists and progressives and is seeking to officially restart the negotiations on President Biden's Build Back Better agenda. Will it get done this year, everybody? Tell me in the comments down below.
Good afternoon. On this 21st day in the month of March, I stand here representing the 13,000 amazing students of St. Landry Parish. The year of 2020 introduced us to a pandemic, and it was a roller coaster ride. Our parish decided on virtual learning and handed out Chromebooks and hotspots to all kids. The execution of virtual learning in our parish was very difficult due to many students living in rural areas. When they decided to put us on virtual, we were repeatedly kicked out of our virtual platform, Google Meet, when our internet connection failed because many students could not even log in. This caused the process of virtual learning to be 10 times more difficult. Due to the repeated connectivity problems, virtual learning failed after just 1 month. In addition, I'm also a dancer for 13 years. During the pandemic, our studio attempted to have virtual dance classes, but that also failed due to the fail of connectivity. Bringing better and affordable internet to the parish would benefit students greatly and help to ensure that all people have access to broadband capabilities. The presence of our Madam Vice President here today brings our area closer to our ultimate goal of reliable and affordable internet to all. On behalf of the students of St. Landry Parish, we thank you for this resource. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris.
Hello. And it is good afternoon. Please have a seat. It's so good to be with. I see so many friends here. It's so good to be back in Louisiana. Thank you all. Thank you. And Josie, thank you for that introduction. She and I were speaking backstage. I have to tell you, I just love it when we see and have our young leaders participate, because they are what it's all about. And I see many of our young leaders in the room today. So this is a good day. And I do know that our future is bright when I see this incredible talent. So let me say this. This is an issue that Josie actually highlighted in terms of the importance of this. The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here, and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children and what that means to the future of our nation, depending on whether or not they have the resources they need to achieve their God-given talent. So today, I'm so happy to be with all of you. We are joined by the Deputy Secretary of our Department of Commerce, Don Graves, Congressman Troy Carter, both of whom traveled with me here aboard Air Force Two. I want to congratulate and thank them for their hard and good work. We are also joined, of course, by the Governor. Where are you, Governor? He's here, he's here. There you are, of course you are. Isn't that so like you? Just in the room always, but not requiring much in terms of acknowledgement. But I will tell you, Louisiana, you are very fortunate to have Governor Edwards in a role of leadership. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. He and I were talking, and the governor, along with the mayors, met me at the tarmac when I arrived, and I was sharing with him not only best wishes from President Joe Biden, but even after the election and before we were sworn in, we would do Zoom calls.
So lawmakers in Congress have just announced a brand new deadline to pass a new stopgap funding bill to prevent a government shutdown in a few weeks. This could affect millions of people. Social Security benefits may see a pause in their benefits, everybody. And remember, the whole goal of this channel is to provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. So you want to continue watching this video to find out the latest stimulus news. So congressional leaders are moving toward passing a stopgap bill through March 11th to prevent a government shutdown, everybody. That comes as negotiations continue on a full funding deal. House Appropriations Chair Rosa DeLauro introduced a 3-week funding bill today, calling it an effort to keep the federal government up and running while Congress completes the most important work. And the House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said the House of Representatives will likely pass a continuing resolution this week to buy some time. According to Steny Hoyer, negotiations are very vigorous, and I think that we're going to get an agreement both on a top line, how much spending is going to be, and how much it will be spent. But it's not there yet, so he does expect to do a continuing resolution, everybody. And one Senate Appropriations Chairman told multiple sources that there's still time and we're still talking. So Congress could be barreling toward another government shutdown very soon, if Republicans and Democrats don't pass a bill to fund the government by then. Now, this is not the first time the government has shut down because of Congress's inability to negotiate a funding package. The last time the government shut down was in December 2018, and that's a standoff that ended in January 2019 after the former president conceded to a funding package. And a lot of details are still up in the air on how the government shutdown could play out. Now, there are specific plans set by the government that include information on how many